Welcome back to Orlando Out of Context. I'm Brian.
I'm Stephanie.
Welcome to episode 39. This we've just decided, or I guess I decided and told Stephanie this is the last episode of season 1.
Yeezy season 1.
Because this signifies our 1 year birthday / anniversary.
Ah!
It's been 1 year.
It's been long but fast, I guess. It feels like we've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, it feels like we've been doing it for a while.
As we were scrolling back through to kind of like refresh our minds and choose our like favorite episodes, it's been a lot.
Well, we had an episode.
What, today is June 1st, so actually we've been doing it for a little over a year because I think we launched on May 15th.
I think we posted. We posted the episodes and we didn't officially launch. We launched with 3 episodes, basically. Yeah.
So we've been working on it for a little while.
Yeah, so we've been working on it for over a year. But in our marketing, this is our 1 year. So welcome everyone. So there's 52 weeks in a year. This is the 39th episode. I think we did all right.
Yeah, we did okay.
We did all right. Because we want to release 1 episode a week. But, sometimes life gets in the way. There's not much to talk about.
Life gets boring.
Yeah. So welcome, everyone. So this episode, we are going to talk Bite 30, which we talked Bite 30 a year ago. And Bite 30's back. It covers the month of June, and we'll talk about what Bite 30 entails. Then we're going to talk about Mia's Italian Kitchen.
Best meal ever.
Which we just went to last night, so it's really fresh in our minds. So
I'm already regretting not taking my leftovers home. We're
going to dig into Mia's Italian Kitchen, so definitely stay tuned for that. Then we're just going to talk about, kind of celebrate our 1 year anniversary, and we're going to review, just kind of skim over a few of our favorite episodes. And so that's it. So join us for our little trip today.
Our trip down memory lane.
So Bite 30. So Bite 30 is presented by Publix Apron Cooking School. Yes, which I've never been. I don't know if people know.
Maybe we should do an episode about that.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
We could go to cooking school, take photos, document our experience.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Maybe we should reach out to Publix.
It's just over here in Dr. Phillips.
Even though I've spoken poorly about Publix and how they need to up their game.
We need competition, you say.
Well, they do need competition.
I still want to do the cooking school, though.
Yeah, I think that would be great. No, it was weird because I went into Publix the other day for the first time in like 2 months. I was like, this is kind of weird. Because really, I've just been going to Lucky's.
The best Publix is that one in Dr. Phillips where the cooking school is.
You think that's the best one?
I think that's the best one.
Why is that the best one?
Because they have a lot of stuff that the other Publixes don't have.
Well, that's the one where the other Publix is right across the street.
Yeah, which is very strange.
I don't know how.
But that one is better.
I don't know how they manage that. The Publix have two, like literally.
You would think there would be some kind of corporate rule that they have to be like so many miles apart.
If you are not familiar with Dr. Phillips, just know that we are literally saying. And it's true. It's very literal that they're right across the street from each other.
Yeah.
You almost could see one from the other, but you can't really, but you could almost.
Because of the way the road is.
Yeah,
but
the way the road is. Anyway, so that's who it's sponsored by. And Bite 30 basically allows you to try dishes. Like normally it's 3+ courses. So you get an appetizer, you get a entree, and you get a dessert, all for $30. So basically kind of the price almost of an entree.
Yeah.
You get to try 3 courses, which is awesome. A great deal. So
this is a great time to try all those places
that you've been seeing on Instagram.
So
if you want to take a look at the full array of menus they have. You want to go to bite30.com, head over to the menus tab there, and then they have a tab of how it works and then a map of the restaurants.
But there is a set menu for each restaurant, correct? It's not a free-for-all.
Correct.
So make sure you do your research before you go.
Yeah, so I would go in to the bite30.com website and then go to menus, and then you're going to see a selection of the restaurants that are participating. There's quite a few. Maybe there's 40 or so. I don't know. I'm not going to count right now.
Why is that one listed twice?
Maybe they Rustique. Maybe they have Rustique.
Yeah.
Maybe they have 2 locations.
Oh, the pharmacy's on there too.
Yep, pharmacy's on here. So I have a little bit of a list here. So one of the ones that I highly recommend is the Ravenous Pig. That's a great one. That's in Winter Park. Yeah, if you haven't been,
for some reason I was thinking
there.
Disney Springs. What is that one?
Well,
the pig.
The Ravenous Pig has a location, a quick service location at Disney Springs, which is called the Polite Pig.
Oh, I was a little mixed up there.
Which I have not been to yet, but I think it's great that Disney Springs and Disney is letting some of the local restaurants come in and, take part.
And I'm excited that I saw on Instagram that they now carry Gideon's cookies.
Oh, yes, the Polite Pig.
But I don't know if it's I think it's just here and there. I don't think that it's like a...
Well, and I'm sure they don't get the
I'm sure it's
full
limited quantities and limited flavors as well.
Yeah.
But still, like you said, it's a great... I'm excited that they're bringing local flavors into the tourist area.
Yeah, it mixes it up a little bit
and gives these smaller businesses a chance to cater to a new.
The Polite Pig is always busy at Disney Springs.
It sure is.
It's always busy.
Because it's right that it's right there when you're coming down from the parking structure and all the barbecue smell just wafts up and you're like, oh my God, it smells so good.
People ignore the price and just go for it.
But I mean, you're going to pay that price even if you go to a barbecue. Anywhere you're going to get nice cuts of meat and barbecue, like brined,
right,
smoked meats.
You're right. So the Ravenous Pig is on the list. One that I want to try is La Boucherie, which is it's over in Dr. Phillips.
It's over by the gym over there, across from the Sweetwater Car Wash that we talked about last week.
Yes, and it's just recently opened. And it is a chain from France. So it comes from France.
We need to take Dev there.
I know, right?
She loves all things French.
So I definitely want to go try them out. They have a Bite 30 menu. Check that out. And then the next one I have on the list is Umi. And one of the reasons I put this on is it's a Japanese restaurant, and there's several Japanese restaurants on there. This one has 4 courses, so it kind of takes it to the next level. I'm sure your courses aren't going to be huge, but it does have 4.
All the other ones only have 3?
There's a few in there that have 4 as well. So just go and take a look. But this is a 4-course, so you get 4 dishes, and for the $30 price, I mean, that's awesome.
So what is this, like sushi? Or
it's going to be Japanese and sushi. And then finally on my list is Cafe Tu Tu Tango, which we've been to multiple times. I always have a great experience.
It's a nice vibe there. It's just chill. And I like the environment and the way they present the food.
It's kind of like bohemian, gypsy, hippie feelings.
And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that they have the art in there is like rotating with people bring their art there, they hang it.
And you can purchase
it. So always it's changing. And then the way that you order food there is very different from other places. So it's all basically like
tapas.
Yeah. So you're just sharing, passing stuff around, small plates.
It's really good. I've never had a poor experience there, and the food is great. They have great sangria. Definitely check out Cafe Tu Tu Tango. It's really an interesting spot for it to be in on International Drive.
Yeah.
Because this is the type of place that you would think that would be, downtown or maybe Winter Park or somewhere that is not,
touristy.
So close to the convention center and touristy. So
I can imagine people coming in there and like sitting down and wanting full meals and not really understanding what is going on.
Well, I definitely think that it is nice if you are coming and you don't know where to go and you're going to be in that area, definitely head over to Cafe Tu Tu Tango. If you want to break from Disney, say you're doing a shopping day at the outlets.
Or if you're here on convention,
yes.
That'd be a great place to go have drinks with your coworkers.
Yeah. Cafe Tu Tu Tu.
People you just met, or a date. That'd be a nice date spot.
It's a good date spot. Because
if
there's
anyone ever wants to take me out on a date.
There's lots of things going on because they'll have
belly dancers
and they'll have tarot card readers. It's just a fun environment.
Yeah. I didn't know they had tarot card readers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I should go sometime.
Not every night, but I think that it just varies on what the entertainment is. But it's a lot of fun, so go check it out.
Check it out.
So speaking of Cafe Tu Tu Tango, and another restaurant that is on the list is Mia's Italian Kitchen. So they have recently opened. Like I said, they're on the Bite 30 list, so they do have a menu for Bite 30. And they are a sister restaurant to Cafe Tu Tu Tango. And Mia's is kind of like right across the street. It's another
It's a hidden gem.
It's another gem. And hopefully...
It is a gem, and I hope that people will find it and discover it. Because it's a little bit set back from the road.
It is.
So it's hard to see. And I think for the quality of the food, it's in a not the best area.
So, well, it's right next to Cafe Tu Tu Tango. So if you know and are familiar with Cafe Tu Tu Tango, it's really close. It is not in the same... It's the same side
It's like behind
of
the
street.
Boston Lobster Feast.
Yeah, it's the same side of the street as Cafe Tu Tu Tango, but not the same shopping plaza. Like, they don't connect. But I think it's very close. It's very close. So that's the direction you want to head if you want to head over to Mia's. But Mia's is delicious.
Ooh, it was literally the best food I probably ever ate. You know, I don't like anything pretty much that's tasteful. Like, this place was the food that I had was full of flavor.
Yeah, it was.
And I don't normally I like not bland things, but just boring things. Like, I don't like things that are spicy. I don't like onions. I don't like this, that. My meal was delicious.
I did try her meal. It was very delicious. Do you have the name of what you got?
I have it here. It's a big, long name. Okay, so basically here, they have the menu, but she said you can make any kind of combination you wanted. So I didn't see what I wanted because I saw it on Instagram, but I didn't see it on the menu. And I wanted zoodles with shrimp and then some sort of cheese sauce. She said, what did she say? She says they don't have Alfredo sauce. For what reason?
So it's not necessarily a creamy based white sauce or a cream based white sauce.
She said they don't have any cream based sauces.
It's like a cheese base. Like, this stuff is packed with like punch with
so
flavor.
The sauce for what I got, she says it's a creamed pepperino sauce. So I searched pecorino, Pecorino, and it says that it's a goat cheese. So what I had was bucatini casayo el pepe with zucchini noodles, and shrimp.
Listen,
so I'm trying to figure out what the bucatini casayo el pepe is, because zucchini noodles with shrimp is pretty much what was on my plate. What are all these extra words?
What we'll do is we'll post on Instagram this week, and you can see it typed out. So
because I had to have her write it out. I was like, because I cannot go the rest of my life without eating this meal again, and I need it to be exactly what you brought to me.
It was very good.
It was like when it hit your mouth, it was like one flavor, and then towards the end, it was like another flavor, and it was kind of like smoky.
It was,
and
good.
It was delicious.
That smoky flavor was really good.
It was delicious. What did you have?
So you started with the pizza,
which I'll skip next time. I didn't care for that.
The pizza sauce was a little bit spicy, so that's why Stephanie didn't care for it. But I think that the quality and, for me, the flavor was really good on the pizza. The pizza, I would say, is not huge.
No, it was just a little.
If you were going with if you're going with people, I would say it's an appetizer. If you are a very light eater, then I would say you could get it for an entree. but it's not like a huge, which is fine. It was fine.
Yeah, it was just the perfect size.
It was well crafted. It was the perfect size. But if you're looking to share it for a meal, I wouldn't share it for a meal.
No,
I would share
everybody's
it
gonna have to get their own.
Yeah, I would share it as an appetizer, or if you want it as a meal, you can get it just for yourself. So Stephanie got that for her starter. I got a cheese and meat platter, which they have an option for you to get 3 selections, I think 4 selections of cheeses and meats, and then maybe 5.
I thought it was 5 and 9 because you didn't
Anyway,
you get 5.
I got 3. So you build your own cheese and meat platter, and I just chose the 3 because I knew I'd be the only one eating it, and it was only I thought it was a great price. It was $14.
Yeah,
and it was a big tray.
There was a lot on there,
and there was a lot of accoutrements.
So
there was
honey.
There was a honeycomb. There was a spicy dried apricot mix, which they got a good portion of that. Then there was
those little nuts that you were dying for.
The roasted almonds that they had on the meat and cheese tray. Oh, they were so good. And then they had like a pickled vegetable.
And olives.
And then a thing of olives and all that. And then plus I told the waitress, Samantha was her name. I told her, just surprise me with the selection. So she brought me a tray with 2 cheeses and
there was meat on there too.
A prosciutto. Anyway, very good.
One of the cheeses was soaked in sweet wine.
Oh, Prosecco.
And then the other cheese kind of looked like cauliflower. It was kind of looked soft and like holy.
It kind of looked like the mozzarella pearls, like the little mozzarellas, but it tasted more along the lines of maybe like a brie. Like
and then there was those little hard pieces of bread.
Yes.
That you were smearing everything
for $14. There was a lot on that tray,
and it was cute because they have a little stamp. So they lay a piece of paper and then they put the cheeses, and then they have like a rubber stamp so that you can remember the name.
So if you want to go, if you want to know the names of the cheeses that I got, and they were all great, then you're gonna go to our Instagram, and this week we'll post, and hopefully on that picture you'll be able to see the little stamps. But yeah, they stamp each one, like Steph said, so that you know what you're eating.
That's good because, sometimes when you get like wine flights or beer flights, it's like they tell you when they sit it down and then you kind of forget. And then what's the point?
I thought that was really good. I thought it was a great value. I also had their white sangria, which was delicious.
But you got to mix it.
Yeah, make sure if it comes to the table and it's
took a sip and we were like, oh, that's kind of boring.
Yeah, if it's tasting
all the alcohol was at the bottom.
Watery, you need to just mix it up, and then it was really great. And then I did get a cocktail, and it was really good. I need to pull up the menu.
We had a full Heather McMahon style dinner. We had 2 desserts as well. We had all drinks, all the things. We wanted to make sure we tasted it all.
I'm pulling up the menu. Okay, so the meat and cheese board, I have the menu up now. So the meat and cheese board, you can do 3 selections, and then they have a menu of meats and cheeses you can choose from for those selections. So you can do 3 selections for $14, 6 selections for $27, and 9 selections for $39. I think that's a really great deal. The 3 selections will serve 1 to 2 people, I would say. And then the 6 to 9, I mean, that's going to serve a table. Yeah. For sure, because
But the one you got could have easily been 2 for 2 people.
2 or almost 3. I mean, there was a lot on there. Depends on,
especially because you want to save room for how good the entrees are here.
Oh. Anyway, so for my entree, I had the fettuccine fungi, which is basically fettuccine and mushrooms, and it was delicious. All of their pastas are made in-house. They're homemade. It's so good. I
had a bite. It was good. I don't really care for pasta anymore, but it was good. I liked it.
And you probably wouldn't have cared so much for the mushrooms, but overall, it was so good. And your sauce was just really,
my sauce,
really good. Really good.
When I woke up this morning, I was like,
dreaming about it.
I wish I would have taken that sauce home.
There was so much sauce, and the zucchini noodles, they don't hold on to the sauce.
Yeah.
So they put a lot of sauce, and the zucchini noodles, of course, didn't hold on to it like pasta does. So Stephanie had like a trough full of sauce
And
left.
I was like, maybe I'll take it home and make my own zucchini
noodles.
noodles. But then I was like, I don't really have. Then I gotta go shopping because I don't have zucchini noodles. And zucchini noodles aren't something like I have to go to work today, and it's not something that I can make
Quickly
put in the sauce, take to work with me, and
yeah.
let it sit all day. It'll taste like crap.
Right.
So, but on a regular day, if I had the next day off, I would definitely take all that sauce home and create another meal. Maybe with chicken. That would be good. It would be good too with chicken because the chicken would absorb the sauce a little bit.
So for mine, I didn't eat all of mine because I had some of Stephanie's pizza. I had my cheese board. I took care of that cheese board. And then I ate, I would say about half of my pasta.
Yeah.
And then we had to have dessert because we saw their Instagram before we went in.
So good.
And their Instagram, Stephanie had already found out they had cannolis.
Cannolis.
And then they had these apple ricotta donut holes. Oh my gosh.
So we were true fatties. We started out with the cannolis.
Well. We did not eat all of this food sitting at the table.
We did not. We were good.
We were in control.
You couldn't just purchase one cannoli. It was two. So we bought the two cannolis. We cut one in half. We each had a half. We tasted it. Moved on with our lives. Moved on to the donut holes.
And they came hot out of the fryer or
and they were like hot, like crunchy exterior, but the middle was
soft,
cakey and moist. And then she gave us the sauce to dip it into,
and it tastes
woo
like melted vanilla ice cream. The best crafted vanilla ice cream. Imagine the best crafted,
not cheap ice cream,
not the cheap, but the really good with the vanilla bean pieces in it that you can see in there.
Flecks.
The little black pieces of vanilla in there, and just imagine that ice cream but melted. That's what it tasted like.
So we each had maybe two of those little
and
balls.
Samantha, she knew us.
The minute it was so funny because I was facing outward and she was coming behind you, and you were like, "Gosh, I need more sauce." And the minute you said that,
she came with sauce.
She's like, "Here's some sauce for here, and here's some sauce of the lid to go." We were like, "Oh."
So if your waiter or waitress does not give you extra sauce for your apple ricotta donut holes, you make sure to ask for that extra sauce because you're going to need it to dunk those donut holes into.
And then she gave us like a little form to fill out so we could get a card. They give us like a little card where if you come back within a week, within 2 weeks, within a month.
If you come back, I think in a week, then you get $15 off your bill.
15 off of 30. And then it was, I don't know,
and then it was 10 off of something after 2 weeks. And then if you come back within a month, you get $5 off, which is really nice. You know, they're trying to make,
get repeat customers.
Yeah, they're trying to make it a habit for people.
Which I would.
Oh, yeah. So the food, really good, high quality. I would go back and try something else and kind of figure out what else I like on the menu. And then maybe that's the type of place I might just go back to my favorite each time. It's really good.
On top of the amazing food, the decor and the layout
spot on.
Everything was just beautiful. It's one of those places that has I just love a restaurant that has varied seating opportunities. So like some couch seating, some two tables, one huge table for a party, booths, like different little alcoves of seating.
And the bar
areas.
is really, really well done.
They have like an alcoholic bar, and then they have what they call their pizza bar, which is bar seating in front of the fire pizza oven thingy. Yes. And then they have like a little like
a lounge,
a cute little lounge with these beautiful velour sofas.
It feels very like dark and Italian, and
I just loved it.
It's kind of sexy.
So they also have a happy hour there. We'll post about their happy hour this week as well.
I think this restaurant, I must say, would be best dining there at nighttime.
Oh yeah, this would be a really nice romantic date.
But I would have a party there as well.
Or a party, yeah. They also have a party room. So in the back of the restaurant, there's a little room, and they have these curtains that can be pulled shut to segment off that portion of the room. So
it's great.
A++.
Well, I had high expectations going into it because I was like, well, this is a sister restaurant to Cafe Tu Tu Tango, which is one of the best restaurants in Orlando. So I
had no expectations.
I had
which
pretty
is
high.
Just my new
and
thing.
You
in
really
life.
didn't know until I said, let's go to Mia's.
I had no idea. I guess we had been following them on Instagram, but I guess I wasn't seeing it, or it was just...
Well, they just opened, so... but the service was good. Samantha was great. So thank you, Samantha.
Everything was great.
Everybody just go. Just go there. Go there, go there. They do have a happy hour. Ooh, let's talk about their happy hour. I took a picture of that.
I was just talking about it and you didn't say anything.
Oh, you mentioned it? I must have been looking something else up.
After we were talking about the sofas in the lounge.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I'm just so excited about this place.
I want to go to their happy hour 10 to close. Like, I want to have like a nighttime little drink there. I think that would be fun.
You know, we're
if I can stay up past 10.
Okay, so here's the dealio. Monday through Friday from 4 to 7 p.m., which I think that's a great time because you can still make it there after work.
Yeah, for sure.
Because some of these places, like...
they always get you when it's like... That's the point. Basically, the point of happy hour, to get that time where they're not having anyone. So the most popular times in restaurants is probably 6 to 8, I would say.
Right. So... Monday through Friday, as I said, 4 to 7 p.m., and then 10 p.m. to close, which I'm guessing the 10 p.m. to close one is every day. I don't know. But maybe it's Monday through Friday as well. Anyway, it's half off on all starters and 2-for-1 drinks.
Can't beat that.
Can't beat
so that.
the
little pizza that we got, that's on the starters menu. So... You know, it would be nice to go get one little pizza, sit with 2-for-1 drinks. Perfect.
So here are the cocktail prices. It starts, the cocktails range from $9 to $14, which...
For Orlando, that's not bad.
For the location, it's not.
And to me,
Oh, I can tell you what drink I had.
Well, you found it, girl?
The Wallop. Which has Aperol in it.
Spritzing our best life.
Shouting out to Heather McMahon. It was very good. It was kind of...
And these are, from the 2 drinks that you got, I'm going to say these are high quality cocktails.
Yes.
Because they were both in very different glasses, like very nice fancy glasses. And they both were, what do you call that? When they put like stuff on the rim?
Decorated.
Like the second drink you got had some kind of like
I forget what you would call
weed in it. It was like some long piece of grass. And then the first one had like a whole fruit salad on the rim.
Yes.
Like a lemon, a lime, an orange, a pineapple, like the whole 9. There was like nowhere to drink.
So these 2-for-1 drinks are going to include beers, the sangria. They have looks like they have a red sangria and a white sangria.
I think that first one you got was only like $7.
It was $7, yeah. And then they do have a wine selection as well. So 2-for-1 is good, I think. I mean, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to really kind of feel something, you're going to need 3 drinks.
For sure.
So 2-for-1, yeah, I'm not mad at that. And then half off on all starters. We didn't have any starters from the starters menu.
The pizza wasn't on the starters menu?
And Samantha said she didn't think that the pizzas would be a part of that half
My
off.
bad.
Yeah, sorry. So you're going to have to go and look at their starters menu to figure out if that would be an option. I'm sure it's an option there for you. They had the 12-ounce meatball on the starter menu. So
the big meatball.
So pretty much this episode turned into just talking about Mia's.
A love note about Mia's.
You want to go tonight?
Let's go. 10 to close.
Might be my new Earl's.
Yeah, right.
They have brunch.
For real. If this place has... and it's closer to our house. Oh, shit. This could be the new Earl's.
Their endless or bottomless mimosas, though, I saw were $26. So you would have
you know
to
what
set
I
up.
saw?
You know what would be great is if you go set up a camp there. If you get there early enough and you grab one of those couches and you sit there for like 3 or 4 hours for brunch with the $26 bottomless mimosas, that would be the deal.
That would be a nice like birthday.
And by the
thing.
way, Stephanie can speak on this as well. Their chairs were comfortable.
They were really comfortable. They were meant to be sat in, not like the chairs in your living room.
Sorry.
Okay, so I saw this on their Instagram too. They're having like pop-up drink specials.
I saw that too.
Where like randomly they're going to choose, of course now that I'm looking for it I can't see it. They're going to like randomly choose a drink. Let's see. Pop-up drink specials announcing new weekly event. Each week they'll offer a special drink at a special price from 5:30 to 6:30 on a randomly selected day. So last week they did $2 mango sangrias. $2. I mean, God, if we're here, we can race down there.
That's crazy.
Pop at least 3 of them.
At least.
But anyway, let's go on to the next topic before we have to go there before I go to work.
Sorry,
to get
guys,
my
that
fix.
we filled this with all Mia's, but it really is good. So you need to go and check them out.
So what we're going to discuss now is our favorite episodes from the year. We're going to take a look back. I'll walk down memory lane and reflect on some of our favorite times here at Orlando Out of Context. What was your first favorite?
Well, I'll talk about Cheryl, which Cheryl, our friend, was on episode 9 and 10. And so when people talk to me, or not so much anymore because the episode came out a long time ago, they're all like, oh, when's Cheryl coming back?
We got a lot of good feedback on that episode.
Everyone loves Cheryl.
Because she's so good at talking. And
so she's just funny.
She's so entertaining and
so
funny.
entertaining. So Cheryl, come on back. So in episode 9, we talked about Hot and Juicy.
Hot and Juicy.
Which is over in Dr. Phillips on
Phillips.
Sand Lake. It's a crawfish restaurant. So we talk about that experience. And then episode 10, it's kind of our first time that we really talk about spas. And we talk spa coupons and how you really can get a great deal on spa treatments.
She did a lot of research too.
She sure did. So head over to wherever you listen to our podcast and check out, if you haven't already, episode 9 and 10 with Cheryl. She is awesome.
Cheryl.
She's hilarious.
I just saw Cheryl. I met her down at the beach.
I wish I could have come.
We're planning her wedding. She's getting married next year. So I'm getting ready to walk her down the aisle, marry her off. You know what I'm just noticing here? That all of our favorite episodes are with guests.
Yes.
Let's see. One of my favorite episodes was episode 13, and that was with our gal Lizette.
Yes, we love Lizette. Shout out to
you know
Lizette.
That episode. Yeah, shout out to Lizette. We haven't hung out with her in a while.
We need to hang out with Lizette and maybe have her on again.
Yeah.
Just to get an update and do other things. And
she's been really revamping her IG and kind of, posting a lot more and posting some good content. So she came in, she talked about her work as being a light worker and doing, counseling with people and doing tarot card readings and such. She did a reading for us.
We each got our reading, so if you want to go check out our readings. And so that's I think you already mentioned, it's episode 13.
Yeah. That episode was so good for me because what I learned with what Lizette and I talked about and what I learned through her connected so many dots in my life.
And we've spoken and hung out with Lizette even after that episode. So you've continued your conversation with
I haven't talked to her in a little while, but yeah, I went over to her house. We had a little session together, and she kind of opened me up to some things that really connected some pieces in my life spiritually and helped me to further understand some things. So I really, I enjoy her spirit. She has good light in her, and I hope that we can hang with her soon.
Yes.
What's your next one?
Well, I'm gonna Stephanie put this one on the list, but this is actually one of my favorites too. Is episode 17 and the Halloween episode. So this is an episode where I got to like listen to the story more, but I also had fun editing the episode.
Yeah, actually, that really was the best one. I'm gonna give that the award for
best editing,
for most interesting. Like, really, it just was not a dry episode. You actually put a little bit of work into that one as far as layering in some sound clips.
Yes, because Brian, our friend, was here, and he and Stephanie experienced some haunted houses together. And so during that time, Stephanie, during the haunted houses, she recorded what was going on in the haunted houses. So she provided me with those recordings, and then I snipped in pieces of those haunted houses. And we go and you can experience what was going on for quite a while in one of those. And
I actually listened to the episode a few times just to get hype about Halloween. Like when I was missing Halloween, or like I was missing that experience, I went back and listened to those parts. Because I just love it. I'm so excited that we're only a few months away from Halloween again.
So make sure, go check out episode 17. It's a fun episode where we talk haunted houses. And then you get to actually listen to Stephanie and Brian in haunted house.
Reenact our night of fear.
And where was that you guys went?
Oh, I can't remember now. It was called Screamageddon. It was like an hour from here. It was far. It was like deep in Podunk, Florida, somewhere. I can't remember now.
What is our other favorite episode?
So the last one we put on our list is episode 3 with Kim and Josh. And Kim and Josh are personal trainers here in Orlando. And I love them so much. They have done a lot for me. And they have really tried helping me a lot in my fitness journey. And I have a long way to go, and a lot of that is work that I need to do personally. But Kim and Josh are amazing.
Yeah, they're great people,
and they're good people to have on your team, and you need to check them out. All of Me Fitness. You can go to their Instagram.
And you can listen to the full episode, episode 3. That was one of my favorites as well. It was our first guests. Yeah. We were just babies in the whole game, and it was a good episode.
But it's a great episode if you're looking for a personal trainer. You're looking for that tribe of people that are going to help push you into fitness. Go listen to the episode, get a feel for them, get a feel for their stories, how they got into fitness. You can get their personalities through this episode and check it out.
Yeah, definitely. So those were, 4, I guess 5 episodes that are our favorites. I mean, there's more than that. There's a total of 39 now, including this one. So make sure that you go back. I
can't believe it.
You listen to all 39
episodes.
That's a lot.
It's so much work we've done. But I mean, it doesn't feel like work at all. But
no, it's fun.
It's like when you stand back and you look at it all like, oh my God, I did all that. It just feels nice,
So thank you for everyone who tunes in, whether you're tuning in on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, the YouTube. Thank you everyone for joining us for our first season. And we'll be back. I think we'll be back maybe we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Maybe the week after.
We have some feelers out for some different topics.
But definitely thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for your support. And please make sure that if you haven't, it's really important that you go review us on
5 stars.
Yeah, go review us on Apple Podcasts, because that's kind of how we get a better position and more people hear about us. And if more people hear about us, then we can do more things.
And it makes us happy to know that all the things that we work on, somebody is excited about, is as excited as we are.
And we want you to message us on the Instagram. Don't be afraid to message us. We're very friendly.
And say, hey, girl, hey.
Say, hey, girl, hey. All right. So make sure, like I said, to listen and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, all the places where you consume your podcasts. And until next time,
bye.
The mystery is, what does it taste like? What is that? Because it's this blue liquid and
So it's only in that one episode.
It's in that
it's
one
not like something
scene.
they drink
Yeah.
throughout the whole series.
No, it's in that one scene. And so, and you'll see on Pinterest, like if you look at Star Wars things, like
Parties.
people make their own versions of
So
blue
what is the
milk
green?
and the green milk. So the last Star Wars movie, Luke Skywalker again, he's now like a recluse living on like some faraway planet on an island in the middle of an ocean, and this like sea creature is on a rock, and in this sequence he just goes up it, milks its tit, and this green milk comes out.
That's fucking disgusting.
I should show you the scene.
I want to see that. Oh.
So that's the significance of the blue and the green milk.
That's so random. Milk.
So maybe now you want the green milk.
Well, I hear the blue is better. Everyone
it?
is saying.
I haven't
Everyone is saying the blue is the best.
Well, I know, and it's extremely important here that they're not dairy, because nobody needs to be drinking dairy in the middle of the frickin' August.
We have a lot of protein spills, especially waiting in lines all day in the direct heat.
So, though they look milky, they're plant-based.